Welcome back to my YouTube channel Rise and Conquer. Today's message comes from one of the most inspiring voices in Hollywood and beyond, Denzel Washington. His words, "Fall forward," have become a symbol of courage, resilience, and the unstoppable human spirit. In one of his most famous speeches, Denzel said, "Every failed experiment is one step closer to success." He reminded us that failure is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. Because when you fall forward, you are still moving ahead. You're still learning, growing, and becoming the person you are meant to be. Every single person who has achieved greatness has faced failure. The difference between those who quit and those who succeed isn't luck or talent, it's the courage to keep going when things fall apart. Denzel Washington didn't start his career with fame or fortune. He faced rejection after rejection. He went to auditions where people told him he wasn't good enough. But instead of quitting, he decided to use failure as his teacher. He fell, but he fell forward. He used every mistake, every disappointment, and every rejection as a stepping stone toward his dream. And that's what fall forward means. It means to use your failure as momentum, not as a reason to stop, but as fuel to go further. Most people fear failure because they believe it defines them. But failure doesn't define you, it refines you. It shapes your mind, strengthens your character, and prepares you for what's next. When you try something and fail, it doesn't mean you're not good enough. It simply means you've found one more way that doesn't work, and that's progress. Think about Thomas Edison, who failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When someone asked him how it felt to fail so many times, he said, "I didn't fail 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset of falling forward. Every failure carries a hidden gift, a lesson, a realization, a redirection. Sometimes the door that closes on you isn't rejection, it's protection. Life is guiding you to something better, but only if you keep moving forward. When you fall backward, you lose sight of where you're going. But when you fall forward, you fall in the direction of progress. You may stumble, but your eyes are still fixed on the goal. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. No one wins all the time. No one achieves greatness without stumbling along the way. The difference is that champions use their failures to grow. They take the lessons, adjust their strategies, and come back stronger. Every entrepreneur who built a successful business, every athlete who reached the top, every artist who changed the world, they all failed, over and over again. But they never stopped trying. Denzel once said, "Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish." That's the secret. Success doesn't belong to the smartest or the most talented. It belongs to those who keep showing up, even after falling 100 times. So ask yourself, what if failure isn't the end of the road, but the beginning of a better one? What if that setback you're facing right now is preparing you for something greater than you ever imagined? When you fail, you learn things that success can't teach you. You learn humility. You learn patience. You learn what truly matters. You learn how strong you really are. Falling forward means taking every experience, every mistake, and every challenge and using it to push yourself higher. It's refusing to let fear or embarrassment stop you from trying again. There's a moment in every dreamer's life where things seem impossible. The path looks too hard, the world seems against you, and giving up feels easier. But those are the moments that test your spirit. Those are the moments when falling forward becomes more than a phrase, it becomes a way of life. When Denzel Washington started acting, he didn't land big roles right away. He spent years working small jobs, learning, and failing. But he never stopped moving forward. And because he refused to quit, he eventually became one of the most respected and successful actors in the world. That's what happens when you choose to fall forward. You may not reach your goal immediately, but you'll always be moving closer to it. So don't fear mistakes. Don't fear rejection. Fear standing still. Fear giving up. Because as long as you're falling forward, you're still in the game. The truth is, most people never reach their dreams because they stop trying the moment they fall. But falling isn't failure, quitting is. Every great story you've ever heard, every hero you've ever admired, has fallen. The difference is that they didn't stay down. They rose again, stronger, wiser, and hungrier. So today, make a promise to yourself. The next time you fail, you won't fall back into fear or regret. You'll fall forward, into growth, into learning, into progress. Because the person who keeps moving forward no matter how many times they fall, is unstoppable. The only real failure in life is not trying. The only mistake you can't recover from is giving up too soon. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to make progress. You just have to be persistent. Every small effort, every lesson learned, every forward fall brings you one step closer to your purpose. So fall forward, keep going, keep believing, keep fighting for your dream. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that every failure was just another step toward your success story. If this message inspired you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Rise and Conquer. Keep your head high, your heart strong, and your focus steady. Remember Denzel's words, don't be afraid to fall. Because every time you fall forward, you rise a little higher.